This next entry is from my paper journal, one that Bettina purchased for me to write in as I changed. After all, no girl should be without one. Now I'm going to pretend to read out of the actual entry, but I can't read my handwriting, so I have to read off a piece of paper that I deciphered my writing. Okay. Wow, my very first diary and my very first diary entry. A lot has happened so far. I came out to my friends, family, and coworkers. I have almost a full woman's wardrobe. I'm 3 months into therapy, and finally on the verge of starting hormones. The closer I get to HRT, the more I feel I'm getting closer to the feelings that I'm either not used to or just not sure how to deal with. Sometimes I even get lightheaded. It's all becoming so real, things I thought could never truly happen. So many of my questions have been answered, and I finally feel like I'm becoming one person. All the drugs in the past had done such a good job of deterring these feelings. The dozens of acid trips used to bring me to such wonderful places where my imagination was able to run wild. However, I sometimes think that they may have worn my soul thin. Nowadays, I have nothing left but to face reality. I've always known that something wasn't right when I looked at the world. I've never really known who I was. I don't even know who the world recognizes when they look at me. Somewhere in the back of my mind, I have always felt the urge to be someone else, but not anyone in particular. I simply felt that I belonged in a female body, and now every time I see myself dressed, everything somehow seems to come together in a way that I'm still trying to understand. It feels that I'm stuck in a lifelong lie. The obsessive hobbies have finally come to an end. It's time to face whatever it is I'm feeling. No more deterrents to keep me preoccupied. This must be dealt with, so that I can finally live comfortably. I just wish I knew how I managed to live this long without saying something. I could remember waking up so many times in the middle of the night, thinking that my entire life thus far has all been but a dream, and that I really am a woman. Where is this rooted desire to be something I've never before experienced harbored? How could I want such a drastic change that at times I'd rather have never been born than to go on like this? Hopefully when this is all over, I can go back and answer that question for myself. Sometimes I just feel that all I am is a bundle of emotions and a voice. Well, self. I think I can answer that question for you now. Our purpose in life is simply to experience. After all the shit I've since been through, I can honestly say that our goal, our purpose, our astrological reason for being here as a Sagittarian is to experience all that life has to offer. You were simply born different. One theory I have concerns that miscarriage our mom had before we were born. The stillborn that was so developed, she actually had to be buried. Well, I believe her body never merged with her soul, and when I was born next, I got that remaining part of her spirit. In fact, a huge portion of the trans people I've talked to also have mothers with failed births prior to their being born, and I think that might have something to do with it, spiritually speaking. As for your purpose in life, seeing as how you now lack the reproductive organs to actually give birth, your purpose now can only be to seek out experience. Find happiness if you can. Try to always be happy, but explore the world at the same time. Learn different cultures, travel and meet lots of different people, create life questions, and then go out and experience until you find the answers. Enjoy this life for all it has to offer, for you don't yet know where your next existence will take place.